Teo, it's great to see you. Fight week is finally here.
Yes.
This has been a long time coming, right?
It really has. It's been a long time coming, you know, and I'm just thankful, man. We're only a couple of days away, and it's really just a relief, you know? It's a relief, finally. I feel like that cage that everybody had me boxed in is finally, like, that lock is starting to unlock, and I just can't wait for Saturday night so I could go out there and just eat this guy.
This fight's got a lot of history already, the cancellations, the delays. Yeah. How frustrating was that for you?
It was definitely frustrating, you know. I think for fighters like myself who are competitive but also want the best for themselves in every aspect of their life, it's frustrating when you feel like you're on hold, you know, like you're shelved. And that's what happened, you know, but it's I'm thankful that, you know, DAZN came in the mix, you know, Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn. And it's phenomenal to be at this point in my career and this stage and just doing what I can at the moment. You know, this year at least I could say to everybody, you know, I'm fighting this year for sure. You know, and now I'm looking forward to doing what I gotta do come Saturday night against George Kambosos Jr. to defend all my titles, undisputed lightweight world champion, and just looking forward to 2022 and what it brings.
Yeah, you mentioned about some of the frustrations there. How did the sort of delays affect training camp, if at all? Was it sort of stop-start? Did you have to readjust? Yeah,
you have to readjust from time to time. It was just more about like staying active, but you don't want to push so much. Staying in the gym as stay consistent in there, but you don't want to do too much because you don't have a date at that time, and then they can switch it up at any given time. So it is frustrating. It's nerve-wracking if you don't know what you're doing. And but luckily, I have a great team. I have a great support team system, and not only that, it's just the way I am. Like, I listen to my body, you know. So my body tells me when I could go more or when I can't. So, you know, it was this is not my first rodeo. So I've always prepared myself for situations like this. So for me, yeah, it was frustrated, but I actually take good stuff out of this because it made me not only become who I am today. Understand the business of how messed up our boxing world is and how effed up people can really be. But mainly what I learned from this all is that, like, I got to finally, like, get to love myself first and foremost.
That's quite important, isn't it? Yeah, because not often you take stock and can sort of take it all in, you know. Finding that in yourself is very important.
Yeah, you know, that's why I like whether it's LeBron James or Uninterrupted, how they move on the, you know, more than an athlete and stuff like that. I think really it comes to the fundamentals of the same thing. We're more than athletes, you know. We all got to go back home, right? So even after I hang up those gloves, I have to go back home. You know, I have a son waiting for me back in Vegas, so I'm looking forward to all those things. But those are the things. You got to love yourself first. You know, you got to love what you do and all of it, but you also got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of everybody else. And I had to take a step back from all that throughout this whole crisis of, you know, from Triller to postponing my fights and me getting COVID. You know, it's just it's a lot of stuff, but I'm thankful that I'm here today.
Yeah, you mentioned your support team there, and I guess the extra time has allowed them, as well as you, to focus on the task at hand. What do you make of George Kambosos Jr. as a fighter, first and foremost?
As a fighter?
Yeah.
Someone that's, you know, trying to do what he can, you know, trying to become world champion. That's everybody's goal. Everybody's dream is to become world champion, and only a few are able to become undisputed, you know. But I get it, you know, that's his movement, that's what's motivating him. You know, strong fighter comes forward looking to make a big fight happen. And not someone, one thing I could give to this dude is he's the only one that actually was willing to fight me, you know, during everything. He was the only one that was willing to fight me. The IBF mandated it. He fought his way to fight me. So his intentions was always to fight me. So I think really when it comes to me as that fighter, I just got to stay focused on him because he's on, right now for him, like, he's looking at me as his prime, like his number one right now.
And it starts to get real now in fight week. You know, no doubt you'll cross paths at the media workout in an hour or so. How important is it to remain focused in fight week? You know, this is all new for George. You know, you've been there, done it, but this is new surroundings for him. How do you think he'll deal with the added media hype and big fight feel?
It's only going to be for this week. It's only for this week. Nobody's going to care what he is and who he is afterwards. I mean, the guys in my division don't even talk about Lomachenko no more. And he's still one of the top dangerous fighters in my division. So, you know, George Kambosos, you know, you know, you're welcome, giving you some type of notoriety.
There was a quote I read from George yesterday. I'm going to ask for a response from yourself. So George was quoted saying yesterday, Teo's very basic with many holes in his armour. Can I get a direct response from that?
All right, come see Saturday night. I'll show you how basic this armor is. Let me see if you can handle it, though.
It's been over a year since you last been in the ring.
I know.
We've seen
depressing.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, and I guess
depressing.
That is a factor of the way the world is and COVID and whatnot. And we've seen quite a few upsets and whatnot with fighters coming off the back of the pandemic. Talk about ring rust.
Yeah.
Is ring rust a thing? Do you believe in general?
Not for me. No, been in the gym throughout my whole time, and I've been perfecting my craft to that point where even in sparring, that's where we get our distance. Anyone that has ring rust, that's probably just not good enough preparation then. You know, I don't believe in that. I believe that you're able to still be that and more as long as you really dedicate yourself to your craft. You know, Floyd would fight, what, twice a year? You know what I'm saying? But he was always in the gym, so for him, that was always perfecting his craft. He was never ring rusted or anything. You know, we can say Canelo, all these great fighters that have paved the way. If they're not fighting more than once, or if they're only fighting once, but they know how to work, you know, stay consistent.
Yep, just a couple more for you, Teo. We appreciate your time. You obviously mentioned a big 2022 ahead. Obviously, won't be overlooking George, but we saw you go head-to-head with one of our fighters, Devin Haney, a couple of weeks ago. Is that a fight you'd be interested in for next year?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a fight that I know a lot of people have been talking about, you know, all this commotion about him being world champion and everything. So, of course, you know, that's something that definitely can happen next year. I don't see why not, you know, as long as Devin doesn't overprice himself. You know, that's the problem with these fighters right now. They think that they're worth this type of much, and then they're not, you know, so it's like, it's just, that's the things that I'm trying to let these guys understand. Like, you don't bring anything other than what, what is it, buying your followers and shit? You know, rather than buying your followers and they're fake, I mean, like, you don't bring anything else. So it's like, I'm not trying to gain fake followers, you know, but I'm just trying to gain more of that respect from everybody across the boards. You know, everybody thinks that what I just did with Lomachenko was by luck. No. You know, and I want to show that come Saturday night. So for Devin Haney and stuff, you know, he's got his own fight to worry about, you know, and I got mine to worry about, you know, and then that's something that we could talk about in the near future if, well, I'll get my job done, but if he gets his job done come December 4th against Jojo Diaz, that's a fight that I'll definitely be interested in.
Do you think he will get the job done next week, Devin, over Jojo?
I don't know. I don't think so. Depends, man. I don't know what's up with this dude. He's too scared when he fights there. Like, he don't like getting, I mean, yeah, you're going to get hit, you know? It's just how you act when you get hit. And I don't feel like Devin is the type of fighter that when he gets hit, he commits. I don't think he's that type of fighter. I think he showed that his last fight, but maybe he might have changed it.
Sure, and just finally, you said you're going to be going in there Saturday night, all guns blazing with no mercy. How does it go down Saturday night in New York?
First round knockout. That's how it goes down. Yeah, make it quick. Everybody go back home, you know? Just don't blink. You know, I don't like this dude, you know. He see me, you know, pupping his chest and shit right now just upstairs. Fuck out of here, you soft. You know, like I read motherfuckers from far away, excuse my language, but I read people from far away, you know, and it's the whole same thing. Nothing changes with me. The only thing that changes is that how many belts I'm carrying next, you know. So for me, man, I'm thankful, you know. George Kambosos, you know, appreciate you for taking the fight. Well, you was mandated to take the fight, but at least I got something, right, to play with. So, you know, I'm not overlooking him. I've trained my ass off, and I've done so much more things just so I could show everybody, like, don't sabotage my career ever again. Like, don't shelf me ever again. I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve the treatment that I had received from the people from Triller and from X, Y, and Z, from everybody else. I didn't deserve that. You know, just because a young guy beat the guy that nobody expected doesn't mean I got to get this treatment. But I get it, man. It's a cold world. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make it colder come Saturday night.
Teo, we can't wait. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.